With everything happening in HyperEVM, it is the perfect time to take a look at some new airdrop opportunities as well as yield monsters. We also have some AI news as well as token claims, so let's jump straight in. So let's get started with a couple quick claims. First of all, we have Linea. By the time you're watching this video, it will have already happened. Hopefully, it was not just another one of those liquidity black holes and the airdrop actually does something. Also, we have Yay Finance for anyone who is in Say ecosystem. Make sure to register for their token CLO. You can do so on the claim.yay finance. And lastly, we have CyberKongs for everyone who has been in the NFT space since 2023. You have at least 10K in NFT volume. You have some Kong airdrop waiting for you. And even though it is bull market, which is likely going to extend into 2026, there are still constantly projects getting smart contract exploited, hacked, or otherwise just simply winding down. And if you have assets in any of these, you should definitely consider pulling out of these as soon as possible, because in very short time, you will not be able to do so unless going through really tedious support dealings. So first one is, of course, LogX. By the time you're watching this, the only way to get your assets out of there, if you still have them, is through their support channels. Good Tech is completely getting absorbed by Zircuit. Zircuit is, of course, one of layer 2s that we farmed in the past, and you'll be able to swap your good tokens for 0.03 ZRC, and you have until October 31st to do so. All the links about everything we talk about will be in the first link of the description of the video, as always. So if you have anything in these chains, make sure to follow the official links from our video. Next up, we also have Kinto. Kinto has had its final chance to recover. They've had the Phoenix relaunch and everything. However, it has all been for nothing because at the moment, the situation is that they're simply winding down and they're going to repay as much as they can, and all the information is in this particular Medium post. One thing to take note of is that this is probably one of the weirdest looking charts I've ever seen in my whole life. There was so much hype about the relaunch. They've actually recovered some of the price, most of the price, and then only to finish like this. You really have to be very careful and diversified in crypto with stuff like this happening. And the last thing is Kroma. Kroma has at least until October 30th to, as they're pivoting to AI infrastructure, you will have 60 days to withdraw all your unclaimed assets. You have to do it on withdraw.chroma network. Fee is 10% and minimum claim is $10. As always, time-sensitive nature of crypto DeFi airdrops, it demands a user to be engaged and have access to the best quality information in real time. Private communities are where it's at, and one of the best airdrop communities we've built over the last 3 years is in our Discord. If you want to stay up to date for everything regarding airdrops, announcements in DeFi crypto world, this is one of the places you should be a part of. You can find all information on the subscriptions page in our official channel, and here you will find monthly, yearly plans, as well as an airdrop tracking application to keep you organized. Finally, the NFT collection, we have a meeting tomorrow, and we have some awesome news and updates for you. Stay tuned. Now, time to dive into Hyperliquid Ecosystem. HyperEVM has been absolutely destroying charts the last couple of days and weeks, and we have a couple awesome projects to talk about. First one is Based Dex, briefly mentioned yesterday, but after some more research, we can see that there is still not so many people farming this one until September 20th. We have a timer until season 2 airdrop comes, and honestly, the UI has some room for improvement, that's for sure, but the amount of pairs they have over here is just out of this world. You will find most of your random meme coins over here alongside, of course, blue chips with really handy leverage, cross and isolated, and boasting some incredible numbers that are approaching 3 billion in trading volume in the last 24 hours. Also, we have some interesting new dexes that are live on Hyperliquid with the points program. So we have Upheaval 5 dex, and they have their native token POP, which has been doing incredibly well over the last couple of weeks as well. Of course, keep in mind that this is very new and very risky. So if you're going to be using these new smart contract deployments on Hyperliquid, it's never recommended to do a huge amount of your portfolio, but from an airdrop perspective, the risk to reward ratio is definitely there. Also, we have liquidity pools over there doing pretty decent triple digit APRs on some of the more popular pairs, such as Hype, K-Hype. Well, this APR is not it, but we can sort it by APRs, and here we can find some half decent Hype USDHL or maybe even Hype USDT 0 Kinetiq Hype doing 158%, which is definitely nothing to scoff at. And if you're looking for a little more established project, which is crazy to say considering it is also only a couple of weeks, if not 1 month old, but that is Project X. They also have swap feature and liquidity. With this one, we can also generate triple digit APRs on some relatively safe and correlated pairs. Although at the moment, if you're going to go with Hype and stablecoin pairing, you should probably set a wide range unless you're expecting a bit of a pullback with the latest CPI and PPI news and updates. Also, for the OGs, we also have HyperSwap. HyperSwap is one of the OG dexes of Hyperliquid, and if you want maybe the most proven way to swap tokens over there and maybe qualify for future airdrops, HyperSwap is the way to go. And finally, we also have HyBridge. So this is a bridge solution, Hyperliquid, that recently had their airdrop as well. So check your allocations. And this is one of the better ways to get in and out of Hyperliquid, assuming you're okay with the smart contract risk. As for some of the older favorites from DeFi world on HyperEVM, we have Kinetiq, which is of course liquid stake token K-Hype. We can always hope that this is going to replicate Ditto from Solana when Solana was popping off in late 2023. However, with 2.2 billion in total value locked, it is not that underfarmed as Ditto used to be. So we have to manage our expectations. Other than that, we also have Hyperwave. Season 2 began August 29th and is going to last for 12 weeks, generating 8% of supply for Season 2, 0.66 per week. Also, Unit, one of the old favorites, you can deposit many different assets if you wish to simply hold on HyperEVM, speculate for an airdrop. Of course, smart contract risk is always there, but we also have delta neutral strategies with Liminal. If you just want to hold your assets in that way, you can do so and generate 10% APY, which has been based off the results last 30 days. So to wrap things up, we have some information for everyone who is trying to time the top. Senor Jesse Eckel has a very interesting post regarding, are we in a 4-year cycle still, or this might be a 5-year cycle, because it has never been about Bitcoin halving and 12 to 18 months after the halving that we have a bull market top. According to him, it has always been policymakers and people in power dictating funding rates and, of course, interest rates. So as for it stands, now we are in 2025 Q4, and likely altcoins and everything are yet to run because the metrics and mania on X has not even started. And of course, we have nothing of the standard indicators showing that we are anywhere near the bull market top. Bitcoin dominance is dropping dramatically. This might be the beginning of alt season, but exactly what happens and how things unfold, it is yet to be seen. And if you need extra reason to be bullish about coming months, Google is advancing its layer 1 blockchain, and this might just be one of those Facebook becoming meta moments of last bull market if they actually manage to ship this in a reasonable time frame, assuming the 12-month schedule. And that is a wrap for all the topics for today. If you like the content, we would appreciate liking and subscribing with bell notifications on. Any questions, comments, I am waiting for you in the comment section below and our Discord. Thanks for watching, and till next time, have an amazing day.